This week we're taking another excursion into the macroscopic kind of world. So click on course content, and your next unit is going to be your cells need supplies. So click on this, and we're going to be talking about how your body is made up of cells, right? And so every cell in your body needs nutrition. And the way this nutrition gets there is in large part through diffusion. So one of the processes that chapter 22 introduces you to is the process of gas exchange, because it gives us the ability to go from a very simple process all the way to humans, while showing you that the basic underlying processes are the same no matter what. And then chapter 23 introduces you to blood, simply because blood is so central to everything that happens in your body. And so as usually, you're going to have the helpful reading documents in here. You can click on here to get to the folder where you find the tour guide, which tells you what to read and what not, chapter objectives, the lecture PowerPoint, and sample questions. Then in the background information, you're going to read chapter 22 and 23 in the text. And this little picture just gives you an overview as you're thinking about how these things go together, because a lot of the processes we're going to talk about now, they're intermingled with one another. So, for example, you've got you're breathing in CO2 and you're breathing out CO2, but this CO2, this oxygen CO2 then go to the bloodstream because it needs to go to the cells from there. Nutrients the same way, right? They come in via the mouth. We already talked about that. And they go into the bloodstream, and the bloodstream then brings it to all the different places. So keep this process in mind as this goes on. I really like this video of how to take blood pressure. I never thought about it before until I saw it. And so I'm sharing it with you as a means to, show you how these things work. If you're struggling with the circulatory and the respiratory system, go look at it. And then we're going to talk about these only assignments you've got this week, because you've got quite a bit of reading, is the Mastering Biology course home, and then breathing in fish and human. And that's about it. Now, I do want to go real quick over the, oh, that's not it. Hang on. I meant to go to the chapter in Mastering. Click on the e-text. And if you're struggling with the book, the SQ3R reading system is still your friend. Well, in my student persona, I can't go to the text. But when you're reading through the text, think about when it talks about and the quiz has something to do with that. So we're talking about breathing in worms and humans. You're going to read about the processes in worms and in fish, and I want you to describe how they breathe. And they breathe differently. So worms, fish, humans have different. It looks like it's different on when you're looking at the big picture, but when you're looking at the molecular detail, there's really not that much difference at all. And that's kind of what I want you to see, and I want you to explore. That's kind of where we're going with this, and that's it for this week.